This is All India Radio. Life must go on. All India Radio in collaboration with Vigyan-Prasar presents science serial Life Must Go On, based on understanding and managing sustainable development. Let's listen to episode number 38, titled Trouble Making Season.
Payal, it's so peaceful here.
Yes, brother. No pollution, no noise. And remember the clear sky that we saw last night?
Yeah.
The stars were shining. It was so beautiful.
Payal, please open the window. You know, yesterday night, Dadaji was telling that the Himalayan range looks golden bright in the morning.
Really?
Let's see. And now it's time for sunrise.
Oh, yeah.
Let's enjoy the view.
Okay. Hey, Dinesh, look how beautiful it is.
Yeah.
Wow.
It seems like someone has spread golden bedsheet over the Himalayan range.
I know.
And there are some clouds as well. Payal, I think the view would hide in the clouds soon.
Hey, before all this disappears, let me click some pictures.
Payal, you're only interested in clicking pictures.
Children,
Dadaji.
children, you all woke up so early?
Yeah.
Did you all sleep well, huh?
Yes, Dadaji. We had a sound sleep.
Very good.
And we are feeling fresh this morning. The tiredness of a Delhi to here trip has all vanished.
Excellent.
But Dadaji, I could not sleep till late night.
Why?
Actually, we are used to sleeping in a noisy environment, and it was so peaceful here.
Good. Now just freshen up. Your grandmother has cooked breakfast for all of us.
Okay.
Wow.
And she's ready to visit the fields. Yesterday you said you want to come along. Come. She's waiting for you.
Okay.
Yeah, Dinesh, let's hurry. Let's hurry up.
Yeah.
Let's get ready.
Dadaji, you promised to take us to Professor Karan.
Of course. I never said no,
Oh, no,
Dinesh.
Dadaji, I was...
We would definitely meet him.
Okay.
There is a public awareness camp in district headquarters. In case we get time, we would meet him there only.
Okay, Dadaji. I would benefit a lot from him.
Benefit? What benefit?
You don't worry, Payal. I'm just thinking about my college project. He can be very helpful for the project.
Okay.
Come, children. Your grandmother is waiting.
Yeah, come in, Dadaji. Dadi, how far is it? You were saying that the fields are nearby.
Yes, beta. Fields are not far. But you look tired.
Children, the fields you can see from here, those above the river, all are ours.
Wow, Dadaji. They look so beautiful. And Payal, see,
Yeah.
the Ganga water is so clear here.
It's good that you have come here in winters. These days, Ganga's water level is low and silent.
Yes.
But during monsoon, this river looks violent.
Okay.
Yeah. Parts of trees and large stones are moved along with Ganga water. And it's too noisy to sleep in the midnight.
Oh, really?
Yes, beta. Look over there, Dinesh.
Yeah.
Can you see the town just above that valley? That is Uttarkashi.
Oh, that is Uttarkashi.
Yes, beta. The river has destroyed much of that area a few years back.
Yes, Dinesh. On 16th, 17th June 2013, there was heavy rainfall, which increased the water level of the river.
Yes.
The houses and hotels built on the coast of the river suffered heavy loss.
Dadaji, I remember. I saw it on television news. Big houses tumbled like deck of cards. And you know, we tried calling you but could not get in touch with you. Probably because of bad network.
Those were very scary days for us. Roads got blocked at various places. Electric poles were destroyed. Phone cables were demolished. We had not seen such heavy rainfall in our lifetime.
Yes, beta.
And it was not only Uttarkashi that suffered. Almost all mountainous regions of Uttarakhand suffered ill effects of heavy rainfall.
Yes, Dadaji. During that time, severe landslide destroyed Kedarnath as well.
You are right, Dinesh. Heavy rainfall followed by flood destroyed almost everything. More than 5,000 people lost their lives. And property worth crores was ruined.
So much rain. But why this happened? Why there was such heavy rainfall?
That I don't know, Dinesh.
Okay.
I don't know much about it. Rest of the information you will get from Professor Karan. He lives in Uttarkashi only.
I have to ask him other things as well.
I remember, beta. It used to rain heavily. But I myself had never witnessed this much loss.
Never.
But there were not many people living here at that time.
No, beta. There were no high rises in Uttarkashi at least. There were fields around the river. The houses were built at a distance. And look, how many houses there are now. Roads, constructions are going on everywhere. So now we can't avoid destruction.
Yeah.
But roads are necessity, Grandma.
Payal, roads are important. But while constructing roads, one has to take care that this does not lead to destruction.
Correct.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's important to balance development with nature.
Grandma, you all would stay here for some more time. I want to go home.
Okay. You people return home. We would come little later.
Okay,
Okay,
Dadaji.
Dadaji.
But beta, be alert on the way. Take care. And one more thing. Don't go near the river.
Yeah,
Okay,
please take
Grandma.
care.
You please try to return as early as possible. And Dadaji, we have to go to meet Karan sir as well.
Yes, Dinesh, of course we will go.
Bye, Dadaji.
Okay, take
Bye.
care. Bye.
We welcome all of you who have spared time for the awareness camp. We hope that all the information you get here prove beneficial for you. We request our volunteers to be alert in time of heavy rainfall and flood. The district administration once again express gratitude to the people present, departmental staff and specialists. Thank you.
Oh, now I got it. This is Disaster Management Department Awareness Camp.
Yes, Dinesh. After last floods, such camps are planned quite often.
Dadaji, the awareness camp activities are all done. Now would we be able to meet Professor Karan?
Dinesh, don't worry. We are going there. We'll meet Professor very soon. Come. Arre, don't worry, beta.
We should have left on time from home to reach here on time.
Don't worry, children. Professor Karan would be somewhere here only.
But
See, Professor Karan is coming to us.
where?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Pawanji.
We were looking for you only.
I was also remembering you. I reached here after I received your call.
Yes, Professor. Actually, We left home little late, so reached here a bit late.
Oh, that's perfectly fine.
Professor, this is my grandson Dinesh
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Dinesh.
and my granddaughter Payal.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Payal. So, how are you doing?
All well, sir.
Yes, sir.
So, let me introduce you to Fatima.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening, Didi.
Fatima Didi.
Bhavanji, Fatima came for this camp only. She's doing a research on environment. These days, she's traveling in mountainous areas for her research project.
So good to hear this. Dinesh, you must be very happy, huh? You would get lot of information for your college project.
Yes, Dadaji.
Okay, so let's sit in the canteen there. There's not much rush.
Yes, sir. That would be good place.
Yeah.
Come, Dinesh, hold my hand.
Yeah, Dadaji.
So, Dinesh,
Yes, sir.
you are in MSc final year, right?
Yes, sir. These days, I'm working on a project on climate change, and I'm even considering the 2013 flood.
Wow, this is a very nice topic. Excessive rainfall, floods, and droughts have direct relation with the climate change.
Exactly. That's why we can see lot of changes in rainfall pattern. Even the small rivers cross their limits and lead to drastic floods.
Yeah.
It's a bit cold out here. Anybody interested in tea?
Usually I don't drink tea, but I will have one today.
Oh, great. Excuse me. Can you get us 5 cups of tea, please?
Yes,
Okay. So, Fatima, there were huge hotels besides the river on your right side. Can you see?
Yeah.
But the 2013 flood washed away everything.
Right, sir. I can notice one thing everywhere. Lots of settlement have grown up on the riverbed with time. I have some old photographs which prove my point. Moreover, in the name of development, some random construction have been done over time.
Right.
But is this the only reason for floods?
Dinesh, there are several reasons, especially when there is a heavy rainfall in the water catchment area. It results in floods. Condition deteriorates in times of cloudbursts. In the slopes of mountains, the condition of the forest have been much worse.
That's right, sir. The construction done in unscientific way has also increased the loss due to floods. Whether it is a multi-story building on the riverbed or randomly constructed roads.
But Didi, lot of surveys are conducted before constructing roads.
You're right, Payal. But many times the rules are not implemented correctly. And in flood-like situation, if you neglect rules, we are forced to see bad results.
And moreover, do you know, flood have always led to losses. Every year, almost 1,500 people die because of floods. Thousands of animals sacrifice their lives to flood. Crops in the fields are destroyed. And all this directly affect our economy and the pace of development.
But sir, government should take necessary measures, no?
Payal, what can government do in this?
Why not, Bhavanji? Even government is working hard at its end to minimize the losses caused due to heavy rainfall and floods. And these efforts are continuous. Well, kids, for your information, I would like to tell you that in our country, the National Flood Commission was constituted in 1980. And after that, many committees and units are constantly working in this direction. Stages of floods and drought and related data are collected and analyzed continuously.
Really?
Yes, and not only this, Dinesh, it is also arranged by the government that rivers in the flood situations remain safe. Security walls are also built in the areas adjacent to the rivers.
Okay.
Right, sir. Let's take an example of Uttarakhand. After 2013 floods, State Disaster Relief Force (SDRF) was constituted.
SDRF.
Right, so that relief operations can be carried out within time.
Yes, Fatima. Even I remember. Last year, one SDRF team visited our village also.
Right, sir.
And they briefed villagers about disaster management.
Right. After this massive flood, many aspects of reducing the possibility of loss in the future have been worked on and still continues. National Disaster Management Institute, in its report, has emphasized that for the construction of roads in the Himalayan region, the standards should not be ignored.
Yeah.
Report also emphasizes on the need of better warning systems.
Okay.
And moreover, be it SDRF or any other unit of disaster management department, the basic source of information is the public.
Okay.
In case of floods as well, direct information from the people is gathered. For this, teams of volunteers are prepared in the villages, which becomes active at the time of need. Often the preparations are tested by mock drills.
Exactly.
So this means that to reduce ill effect of flood, public participation is must.
Exactly, you are very much right, Dinesh. District administration, disaster management units, and voluntary organizations make combined efforts to reduce loss of figures. Floods do cause losses, but bad management even worsens the situation.
That is why public awareness and public participation in flood relief related governance has been given so much importance.
Professor,
Yes?
now there are not many people in villages. Most people are busy in their work in cities now.
That is true, Bhavanji. But the disintegration of traditional villages has also had a great effect. It is estimated by the damage caused by flood in the plains.
What do you mean by that, Professor?
Bhavanji, this means that till earlier, the ponds used to be a community in most of the areas, and the ponds were used by them. Today, the condition is that the ponds of the villages have been demolished and houses have been built in its place. In the event of floods, large quantities of waters was saved in these ponds, so that the damage caused by flood was greatly reduced.
Yeah.
Right, sir. But one good thing is that various state governments have started the exercise of reviving ponds
Right.
so that ponds can be maintained.
Indeed, rains, floods, and water bodies are deeply connected with each other. The impact of irregular rainfall in the mountainous areas is also affecting the situation of local water sources.
Okay.
For few places, water sources have dried up, and at few places, water went out.
Yes, Professor. Even last year we suffered lack of drinking water.
Bhavanji, as much damage is caused due to flood, the same damage is caused by water scarcity, that is, drought. Along with floods, drought also put environmentalists in concern. Scientists have speculated that due to the ever increasing temperature in the Himalayan region, due to floods and droughts, there are also incidents of irregular rainfall.
You are right, sir. Today, the situation is that more than 250 districts in the country are in the grip of drought.
Exactly.
However, many arrangements are made to reach water in drought-prone areas. Even if people get drinking water, but farming gets affected.
But Fatima, there are no arrangements of water done in our village. We have to travel long distances to fetch water.
Uncle, there is so much water in your area.
Yeah. See. But
Nature has given so much to our country, right, Bhavanji? Himalaya as a water reservoir. There are hundreds of rivers, ponds, and lakes, but despite all this, we are not able to manage water. Actually, we have ignored the rules of nature in the path of development.
You are absolutely right, sir. There is no problem of water here. But in towns and cities, we have to struggle for every drop of water, and especially in summers.
Right.
In our country, per capita availability of water is continuously decreasing. I'll tell you some statistics from my diary. In 1951, the availability of water to every person in our country was 5,177 cubic meter. And in current situation, it is less than 1600 cubic meter.
Very right, Fatima.
Scientists have estimated that till 2050, the availability of water to every person in our country would go down to 1400 cubic meter.
This is ridiculous.
Right.
Somewhere it rains heavily, causing flood, and at other places it's completely dry.
Yeah.
Yes, uncle. But whatever be the case, it is our responsibility to deal with the situation. Simple solution to the problem is to adopt models of development which do not harm nature.
Yeah.
You can yourself make out the difference since the forests are being wiped out. How the weather patterns change.
Yeah.
You are right, Fatima. I remember, even after heavy rainfall, there were less incidents of landslide. But today, landslides are quite common even after normal rainfall.
Yeah.
Dadaji, this would happen. When there would be no trees, soil would get loosened and lead to landslides. And on our way here from Delhi, we witnessed several incidents of landslides.
Yes, Dadaji, our bus was stuck at one place due to landslide.
See, Mr. Bhavanji, whether it is drought or flood, it must be acknowledged that the changing weather cycle and uncontrolled rain have become a bitter truth today. Although floods do not always hurt, rather it also favors large areas too. I mean, the fertile soil brought from the Himalayan region helps in making the soil of the plains fertile.
Yeah.
You are absolutely right, sir. Keeping in view the changing climate, it is important to make changes in the method of farming, like sowing crops. Also, if moisture content is reduced in the land area, then according to that, we have to make changes in the crops also. With the changing climate, the use of crops and seeds is extremely important. Only then we'll be able to step in with the current condition.
Right, Fatima.
Fatima Didi, all this information would help a lot in my project.
Oh, I'm doing all the research.
And I am getting all the benefits.
This is not fair.
He's ready, sir. Should I send it?
Yes, please. Oh, in our conversation, we forgot that we ordered tea as well.
Oh, yes, sir.
Thank you.
I'm feeling hungry now.
Payal, you were saying that you don't drink tea. And now you are hungry as well. Have tea and try to console your hunger.
No, let's order
Okay,
some.
let's order something.
Life must go on. You were listening to the 38th episode of this science serial, produced by All India Radio in collaboration with Vigyan-Prasar, titled Trouble Making Season. Coordinators were Dr. Chandar Mohan and Dr. B.K. Tyagi. Research and script, Srinivas Oli. The episode was directed by Sudarshan Kumar. Presented by Dilip Jha. Recording and mixing, Sharad Sharma. The participating artists were Nikhil Diwan, Gaurav Devgan, Pragya Jha, Vasundhara Bose, Pranshu and Mamta Malkani. Hey listeners, please stay with us. Here are 2 questions for you. The lucky winner will get an attractive prize from Vigyan-Prasar. The first question is, in which year the National Flood Commission was constituted in our country? Here's the first question once again. In which year the National Flood Commission was constituted in our country? And the second question is, every year in our country, how many people die due to flood situations? Here's the second question once again. Every year in our country, how many people die due to flood situations? You can send in your answers by simple post. Our address is Science Serial Life Must Go On, All India Radio, room number 615, New Broadcasting House, Sansad Marg, New Delhi 110001. You can also write on our email ID, that's radio@vigyan-prasar.gov.in. Please do write or mail us your full name, age and profession. If associated with any science club, then do let us know the membership of your club. If you have any query or question, don't hesitate to write to us. We will be back again with the next episode of this science serial. Life must go on. Same day, same time next week. Till then, goodbye.